Yobachi 2007 back at it with another one. And we've got this lovely chick here who's be schooling these other chicks on what's real. Let's take a listen to what she has to say. We'll look at the previous clip that we looked at before in a second here, but let's check this out.
So a lot of these women are out here having babies by these dudes that still laying on their mama couch, or they stay with five of their homeboys, and then you had a baby, and then you get mad because they can't provide. So now you're like, oh, I'm not trusting these. No, honey, you can't trust what you picked. Oh, that's the thing.
Facts. She's just telling them the truth, right? Women go out here and they pick the bums that titillate them. Their whole decision process is akin to a child who sees candy and never wants any real food. They just want whatever is most alluring to them. This piece of candy that you like, that saccharine sweetness, that extra sweetness that you supposed to grow out of when you become an adult, right? But if your whole mental mind state is about what titillates you, and that's the only consideration, um, momentary self gratification is the entirety of your thought process and your consideration process. And you're operating from that mind state that, hey, whatever feels the best right now is what I'm going to take. Candy is going to give me that jolt right now. I'm going to get the sweetness, and it's going to feel really good. It's going to taste really yummy in my mouth. Now I can't. It has no substance in it. Has no substance in it. Has no sustenance. It can't fuel my body to continue throughout the day. It has no carbohydrates. It has no proteins. It has no none of the other macronutrients that I need. No vitamins. No anything to perform my bodily functions. I need real food for that. But candy and brownies and ice cream are delicious, so I just grab that and run with it. Not only do they make decisions this way, many of these modern women, then they of course want to blame the outcomes of their eyes wide open decisions on men rather than on themselves because they picked him. They chose to open their uterus to this man, not just to have sex with him, but to let this dude raw dog her while he's laying on his couch with four other kids by three baby mamas already, with his pants waist around the middle of his thigh, and then say, men ain't nothing, men can't do nothing, and it's all the men's fault. But this is the man you picked when you had other choices in men that you could have picked. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel, like this video, push us through the algorithm. With that, we'll get right back to the program. So the same chick in the same conversation was schooling them before. In this other video, we have why women are turning men into passport bros. Because this other fool over here on the left is talking nonsense about the man could be perfect and completely on point and doing everything for you spiritually, mentally, physically, everything. But if he doesn't make me laugh, he's not the right one for me. You got to be a comedian to please some of these clown women. But at least we have some with a little bit of sense in their head, and they're getting out here and trying to talk some sense to some of the other ones. No, we know most of them aren't going to hear it, and they're not going to take it. We know kryptonite, accountability is kryptonite to most women, and because of that, they're going to continue to operate from a childlike mind state. But what we have to do again as men is to you need to understand the type of woman you're dealing with, and only deal with women appropriately to what they are there for. A woman like this who talks the kind of nonsense this one talks about, he's got to be funny or he's not my kind of man. No matter if his finances right and he's a leader and he's everything, but I'm going to nitpick some one little irrelevant aspect to relationships to then find fault and not want to be with the guy. But some women are coming up in the game, coming up in understanding. We've always had feminine women. You just have to make sure we stay away from those false feminine women, like we talk about. Let me see if I can find that one real quickly. Oh yeah, here with these fake soft girl era chicks. It's not showing up in the screen well. But anyway, I'm not going to reset that. Hold on, I can do it real quickly. We want to stay away from these soft girl era chicks because that's a fraud. Be, Being a soft girl for an era is a limited amount of time. That means you're putting on the front for a period of time. You want a woman who's an actual feminine woman, not someone who's putting on a front for a limited time only to hook you in and then go back to being who they really are. We want to avoid this. We got can men trust soft girl era part one and part two, so you can check those out as well. But with that, we're going to get on out of here. But it's cool to see some women are on point with the thinking and able to take responsibility for themselves. And these are the women we need to be searching for. These other talking this nonsense, leave them alone. Keep on about your business. Keep building yourself up, men, and we'll keep pushing through to get our best options by being the best men that we can be. So once again, subscribe to the channel, like this video, push us through the algorithm, and we'll get back at you with the next one. Yabachi 2007. I'm out.